Welcome to the listening room, everyone. My name is Benjamin, and today I'm joined by Landon again, and we're going to be ranking the studio albums of Rush, one of my favorite bands of all time. Don't know what you think about them, but we'll see what the ranking is.
I like other bands more, but this one's not.
Anybody that's a Rush fan knows we're overly ecstatic about them. So, are you going to kick off your number 19? They have 19 studio albums, so he's going to start off with his least favorite, and we're going to work our way up to our favorite. Your number 19 is...
let me see if I can...
Can you actually find it in here?
Yeah.
I'm a little scared. Actually, here, do it like this, because I got it in its own like little thing. I have all the CDs for these, so I'm getting a little scared already. Because if he's already not found the one that was on top, which was my least favorite, I guess, but...
Where is it?
Oh, my goodness. How can you not find this already?
There it is.
Oh.
I only remember the covers. What's this one called again?
Signals?
Yeah. That's... I only looked at the covers.
That's your least favorite?
Yeah.
Well, thanks, guys.
No.
Already we're starting off. Oh. You've got to be kidding me.
There it is.
Show it right there. Oh, my.
There we go. Look at that. Admire it.
I'm going to cry.
I liked a lot of the albums.
You didn't like this one?
That's not true.
Oh.
Just because it's at number 19 doesn't mean I don't like it.
Yeah, well, usually it is, though. Like, dead last, you usually...
Well, when was the last
hate
one
'em.
we did? Led Zeppelin?
Yeah, which... Well, Sabbath and Led Zeppelin, actually, they haven't been posted yet. Well, maybe by the time this video goes up, they'll be posted,
Yeah,
but
like the last one, like the least liked album on that one, on Black Sabbath, I liked. On Led Zeppelin, I didn't like. This one, I do like. I like all the albums, but some are more loved than others, you know? Like your favorite child, you know?
no,
You like him more than the other ones.
So it's a
But
E?
you can't tell anyone that, otherwise someone's gonna get mad at you.
What in the world? You're enjoying my pain way too much, aren't you?
Yeah.
Ugh.
I liked Digital Man, though. It was really... the long songs are really hit or miss for me. I feel like I've said that in every single one of the videos. But that was 6 minutes and 20 seconds.
Yeah, it's honestly about the longest on this album, besides The Weapon, which is 3 seconds longer.
Yeah. I didn't have a least favorite, but...
You didn't like Subdivisions?
I didn't.
The opening song?
I liked it. I didn't have at least...
Oh.
Sorry, I didn't have one that I hated.
Okay.
But...
You said Digital Man?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the 6 minute song, it hit. It did not miss. So that's my number 19. Off to a great start.
I've never seen anyone put that one at last.
Really?
Yeah. Not that I've seen like that many Rush rankings, but I usually see this one last, and I do agree with that. Hold Your Fire. Why in the world are the people texting it while we're trying to do this video? Ali, Hold Your Fire. The Keyboard album or the Red album, I don't really know, like so many people call it whatever. Has too many keyboards in my opinion. Like I like keyboards to a certain extent. There is not enough of the guitars in this album for me. Love this album. There's some stuff on here that I'm not the biggest fan of. Force 10 is a great opening song. Time Stands Still is not my favorite. I know that's one of the, I think they hit from this album.
Really?
I
I like that one.
Yeah, I mean...
I agree with you on the opening song.
Yeah.
But,
Prime Mover is my favorite, though.
Really?
Yes, that's a great song. Tai Shan is not a good song. That is not a good song. I don't hate it as much as so many people do, but like, man, that is not a good song.
So out of that one, do you think you hate more of the songs than you like?
Definitely not.
Okay.
No, I'm just listing a couple of the ones that I'm not the biggest fans of, and like, I think those are the only two I really couldn't deal with as well. And even like I can like Time Stands Still a little bit. I just think it's a little overkill in some ways. Lock and Key's good. Mission's great. That's a good song. Hot Water's not a bad closer, but they have definitely better closers. Force 10 does kick it off pretty well, and then it kind of just... it doesn't quite derail, because Prime Mover's the 5th song on the album.
Just kind of goes downhill.
Yeah, and in a lot of ways, but, like, I will gladly listen to this over a lot of other bands' albums, honestly. So that's my number 19.
Yeah, I mean, I would have to say that I don't hate a lot of the songs on most of the albums that I put. Mm-hmm. Most of them I like, and even if there are a couple that I don't like, that doesn't ruin the album for me. But there will be like a couple albums where just one song,
that's fair,
just doesn't put it as good.
Yeah. Now that you've ruined my CD order, I'm gonna have to look at this again just to make sure I don't actually mess it up. But yeah. Why do you not bring a list to these things? Like, write it down or something. It's not that. Oh, thank goodness. It's like, no.
I'm trying to put them in.
It's like, this is gonna hurt me. I think this, honestly, his ranking might hurt me.
I have a different taste. I feel like we're gonna be polar opposites in this.
Yeah, well, maybe. We'll see. I mean, I don't... well, yeah, we'll see. And let's go with your next one.
My number 18? Yeah. It's going to be Roll the Bones.
Yeah.
Rush, Roll the Bones. It's a pretty nice cover, we'll say. Are those like... Yeah, they're dice.
Yeah, they're dice. And then
it's actually a really cool album.
Mm-hmm.
Cover. Try not to get it in the ring light.
So if you try to turn it a little bit more like that, then you can actually see it.
There, yep. The cover album, in my opinion, is the best out of all these. But maybe unpopular opinion. I don't know how Benjamin feels about that.
That being your favorite album cover of the Rush discography?
Album cover. Yeah.
We'll go on and I'll find mine, probably. Okay. I like that one, though. It's a cool one.
Dreamline is a good opener.
Oh, yeah,
but I feel like it was more like half and half. Like, what was it called again? The song that's the name of the album.
Title track.
The title track on this one, I didn't like as much. So Roll the Bones. It's the third song on this one. I think that's just what really made it not as great for me. But it has a good opener and a good ending in my opinion. Just kind of towards the beginning is where it gets a little bland, but Roll the Bones is my number 18.
Yeah, I'm trying to see, like, is that gonna do... Oh no, that actually does some good. Nope. If I can get it back there. There we go. Okay, Test for Echo is my next one. I like the last half of this album better than the front half. It's like Volume 4 of Black Sabbath for me. I do like the opening track, Test for Echo. That's a good one. It's got an excellent opening track. Driven's a great heavy focus, guitar heavy focus track. Half the World's not bad. Time and Motion, that's a heavy track. Virtuality, got a good chorus. Limbo is a good deep cut. I don't remember if you like, and Carve Away the Stone's a good like final track. They didn't usually write a lot of tracks on their stuff. This honestly went like, that's what has 11 tracks on it, but they used to kind of short and sweet, or at least like track wise, not necessarily all the albums are short. This one, I don't remember how long it is, but it's good. I like it, but it just isn't. Stuff's got to follow the bottom. That's the issue with this band for me. So
they have a lot of great stuff.
Oh yeah,
they have a lot of great stuff. That's what makes it hard to rank. I mean, it's easier for me because I'm a first time listener. But I mean, if you really like Rush, then I can see why ranking a video like this would be pretty hard. My number 17 is Hold Your Fire. I didn't want to look like I was copying Benjamin, but wait, there we go. Also, the album cover's just...
That's not a good album
kind of
cover.
plain, I'm not gonna lie.
That's their worst album cover, for sure. in my opinion.
Yeah.
That's definitely their worst.
I have to agree with you. I didn't know how to describe it.
I know, it's
but
a
you were
weird
talking
one.
about it didn't have enough guitar. And I was trying to think of it like because I knew this was going to be my number 17, but I didn't know why. I just didn't like it as much until Benjamin said that. And I was like, that's why. It doesn't have as much variety, instrument-wise.
Right. And there's only 3 of them.
Yeah.
Like, there's only 3 guys. And so, when they can make it sound as though they have a ton of instrumentation, even if it's just the 3 of them,
Yeah.
great. That album does not do it.
Yeah, they kind of just stick to the same thing.
Yeah.
But I don't really have much to say other than
Favorite track?
there's not that. Well, my favorite track, I don't remember if you said you liked Force 10, but I did as an opener.
Yeah, it's a great track.
I like a lot of the openers, I will admit. Every time I get to a new album, I'm excited to see the opener. I like most of the openers out of all 19 of these albums. I think there's like 1 or 2 that I don't like, but a lot of them, it's a really great opener for me. That might be an unpopular opinion. I don't know what Benjamin thinks about that, but
Yeah.
Force 10 is my favorite in the song, and then a lot of them are just very plain instrument-wise. But they're not bad songs, but there's other ones. Like we were saying, some have to follow the bottom.
Yep.
Albums have to follow the bottom, but number 17 is Hold Your Fire. There it is.
There you go.
That's the spot.
What was your favorite on... What was your... on Roll the Bones?
Roll the Bones.
Yeah.
I think it was the Dreamline, the opener.
Okay, so you've... Yeah. My favorite on this one... On... forgot the name of the album for a second. Test for Echo is... Driven, maybe? I don't know. There's a few of them that are in the running for it, but I don't know if I have necessarily quite the standout like I do on that. Let's see where... There it is. Presto's next for me.
Really?
Yeah. Like it. I know a lot of people put this one last on their rankings.
Really?
I don't get it, honestly. Like, I like this one. War Paint, that's a great song. I'm kind of looking at my cheat sheet phone here. Oh, that song's on this one. Okay, I mixed it up. Where is it at? Where'd it go? Hand Over Fist. That's a fun song. That's a really fun song. I thought that one was on Test for Echo. That's why I was like, wait a minute. That's not even on my notes right there for it. Presto's a good song. Title track. Superconductor. That's a catchy song. Fun chorus. Anagram is probably my favorite on the album. That's a cool deep cut track.
What number song is that?
Anagram for
towards the middle?
for Mongo at number 8.
Okay.
I think I also liked this one was all over the place. I think I liked Side B of this one a little bit more too. Just like Test for Echo, I like Side B a little bit more. Available Light's a great closer. The first 2 were a little bit iffy for me. I liked them, but I was like, they're not as much of a standout as some of the opening couple tracks. The Past was also good. Overall, really like this album. Really like it. That's such a dark background. It is not showing very well on here. That's a fun album cover, though. Like, it's kind of fun.
Is that just
got all the little bunnies on it.
On a hill? That actually is.
They did have...
That is a fun album color.
They used... they did use those in their concert.
Oh, really?
Yeah, during this tour, so that was kind of cool.
Nice.
You haven't used that yet, so you can put it right there. That is my number 17, so your number 16 is...
Yep. My number 16 might be an unpopular opinion, but how do people say this? Do they say 2112?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's probably an unpopular opinion.
I know why. I think I know. Actually, no, I don't know why.
Why do you think?
It's that long track on the first side, isn't it?
It is.
You don't like it?
Yeah.
No!
It's not that I don't like it, but after listening to the rest of them, yeah. In my opinion, it really just drags on for me.
It's like 5 parts, or how many? Is it 5 parts? Oh no, it's like way more than that. 7 parts, and then it all to me sounds different, but it's all telling a story.
Yeah, is it?
I told you to read the. I told him to read the lyrics.
I did read the lyrics, but I couldn't. I couldn't put two and
there
two
is
together.
a lot on there.
I don't think that would have changed it for me, though, if I'm being honest.
That's sad. That is actually.
Yeah, maybe that is a little sad.
Yeah, it really is.
I really don't know how to explain it. It just really dragged on for me, and I was just waiting to get to the next album. This one's the fourth.
Yeah,
It's
that
their fourth
album
album.
saved them actually.
Really?
Yeah, because if they did their first 3, they released Caress of Steel, and they needed they were going downhill on sales, and so they need to release another record, making this story way shorter than it actually is doing them justice. But they released that record. Sky's the limit. Save that band. That album saved that band.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite song on that?
I
album?
do. It was Lessons.
Okay.
That's their number. Okay, so
Good song.
This is like part 1, and then it's got all the parts.
Yeah,
to it.
so it's not all. It's a one song kind of broken down into different parts. It's kind of how it is. It's over 20
Okay,
minutes.
that makes sense.
Yeah,
I think it was all one song on Spotify.
Yeah, it should be all on one song.
Yeah, maybe that's why. But I really liked Lessons. It might be an unpopular opinion. It probably is a really unpopular opinion to have this album on there, but I am a first-time listener,
Yeah,
so a
that's
lot of
fair.
mine is not going to be as other people as an experienced listener. But that's the fun of it. We got a new listener and then someone who's been listening to it for a while.
Oh yeah.
So you have completely 2 different perspectives on this whole thing. But that was my number 16. Yep. 16.
Well, it's funny is I love progressive rock, and it's
Really?
long songs, instrumentation throughout the whole thing.
I do like that. I don't know. It just didn't work
Not
with
with
this
the
one.
Rush, or well,
It just
actually,
there
with
was a
that
lot of
album.
them that worked with it. A lot of the progressive songs on the Rush
I
album
can't
worked with it.
necessarily quite. Rush
one
is
just
Rush.
didn't happen.
You can put any album where you want it, and I can be shocked at the same time. But the fact is that our lists are going to be so different, even just with this right here. It just shows how incredible this band is.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, that's actually I got it for $5 apparently. CDs are cheap. Buy them. Okay, my 16 is probably not going to be one you like. It's going to be the debut album.
Really?
Yeah. This is the only album that has a different lineup to
Than the rest
start.
of them.
Every album from there on out
Yeah.
has the 3 main guys. This has John Retzi on drums, and on the next album it has Neil Peart on drums. World of difference. I don't think John Retzi's bad on here though, and I like this album a lot.
You just didn't like it compared to the rest?
He I think the songs are weaker. I think it's a
Yeah.
band starting out.
You say you don't hate them, but you just
I
really prefer.
I prefer Neil Peart's drumming and he's the lyricist for
Okay.
basically out the rest of the thing. And
Maybe it sounds weird to say, but he sounds like I forget. I don't know a lot of this stuff, so you can't make fun of me. The lead singer in AC/DC.
you're
he
talking
sounds
about
like,
the main guy?
Yeah, he sounds like him. Does he not? Just with a little bit of a higher voice.
I don't hear it.
Really?
No, I mean,
I
maybe,
hear it, and that's what I was thinking the entire time.
mostly probably because I don't want to hear it. Finding My Way is a great opening track. Need Some Love's fun. Take a Friend's great. And The Mood's fun. Working Man is heavy. What a great way to close an album, though. That is a great heavy track. Yeah, I like this album a lot. I don't have anything against it. I don't have anything against the John Retzi on drums. I think he does great. I just think Neil Peart takes it to the next level. And he is widely considered one of, if not the greatest drummers of all time.
Really?
Yes. So, yeah. Yeah, from here on out, band went places, honestly. So that's my 16? Yeah, that's 16. I need to stop saying numbers. That's my next pick.
My 15th is Clockwork Angels.
The final album.
I don't know why. I got a thing for final albums that just don't
At least you didn't
I try not to put them. Yeah.
At least you didn't put last this time. I was
But
a little worried there.
I don't know. Just every time I listen to the last albums, and I listen to them like the newest to the oldest. So this one was the first one that I listened to. But I don't know. It just didn't really.
Didn't do as much for you.
Maybe it's because it's newer.
Yeah, newer-ish. It's like 13 years old, I think, isn't it?
Yeah,
At
I
this
guess.
point?
Yeah, I guess you could say.
What? I think it's 13 years old. Am I doing my math wrong? What are we in? We're in 2025. Isn't that 2012?
2012.
It is 13 years old. Okay. I actually got the math correct.
I did like Halo Effect. I
Yeah.
don't know if everyone else likes that.
I don't know what people like on that album. I just know people like that album.
Me neither.
Yeah. On the rankings, I know people usually like that album. I just don't know
Really?
what the songs usually are. But it's I'm pretty sure that, if I'm not mistaken, that's a concept album. And so it's really meant to be listened from start to finish, which is, it's hard to pick apart a song from that.
Yeah.
So that's just me.
Yeah, Halo Effect
Maybe.
is my favorite song on this one, and then Caravan is it's a good opener. Like I said, I like a lot of the openers on all these albums. There's just like one or two that just don't work with me, but it's not a bad album. Clockwork Angels is my number 15.
Cool. Where did Roll the Bones go?
There it is.
The reason this album is probably not at the bottom. Well, actually, there's many songs on here I like, so that's why it's not at the bottom. But Dreamline automatically makes this my cannot put it in last place album. That is a top 10, maybe even top 5 Rush song for me. Dreamline
Really?
is an awesome opener. Bravado's great. I honestly like Roll the Bones, but I don't like the rap part in it.
Yeah. Okay.
What is it? Anyway, what is it with bands using like rap stuff in there when it's not supposed to be? Black
That
Sabbath
is a
tried
little
it.
weird.
When Black Sabbath did it, though, it was way worse. On that Forbidden album,
Yeah.
that was way worse than this. But
Well, the Forbidden album was just. I didn't really like the Forbidden album.
yeah,
In the
I
first place.
can.
And then that just kind of added on to it. But
Yeah, that just
I definitely see what you're saying. It is pretty strange. It just doesn't really work well.
doesn't fit. It doesn't make sense. Ghost of a Chance is great. I really like Neurotica. That's such a good song. You Bet Your Life's not a bad closing track, but really those first 3 songs I like the best, and then
Yeah.
you get to track 8 and 9, and then I'm like, the rest is okay. Almost dropping. It's not bad, folks. A lot of people would probably rank this one a lot lower than I did, but I don't really care. That's where I'm putting it in, and my number 15. So your number 14,
Number 14
is up.
Is
Presto.
Look at that. This is my number. This is 14.
Yeah.
I keep losing track of the numbers.
Yeah, me too.
It's a really good album. I don't have much to say really about these middle ones. These middle ones feel like more like fillers that I just had to really listen to them multiple times to figure out where I was gonna put them, because they're all pretty good, you know.
Mhm.
I have like my top 5. You know, they're in there for a reason. Like I knew what they were, but like what was it, like 15 through like 10. It's just like, or like 15 through 5. They're all just like I had to really listen to them a lot to figure out where I was gonna place them. There wasn't like a definitely like that's going there and this one's going there, you know.
Mhm.
But holy crap, this is dark.
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't remember if even on the vinyl. I think they brighten it up a little bit on remasters, but I don't remember.
But
I don't have one.
Show Don't Tell, good opener. I like Scars, and then War Paint. I don't know if people like Scars, but I heard you say you liked War Paint, and I love that one too. That's a really good song.
Is that your favorite on that one?
Yeah, it's either the Show Don't Tell or War Paint. But
I can get behind that.
my least favorite, where is it?
Yeah, it's so dark, folks. I don't know what the deal, why they did that to the CD, because it's so hard to do it.
I liked all
See
these
it.
songs, but I think it's Red Tide. Yeah, number 9, Red Tide, wasn't as good as the rest of them. But I don't know. Warpaint really carries this album in my opinion. But number 14, Presto.
Oh, yeah. I love that alien. Just because it's showing on my screen. It went on that. That's wild. Next up, so I guess this is
14
my
for you.
bottom 5. Has that already been my bottom 5? Oh, I'm already bottom 5's passed. To me, I'd rather listen to bottom 5 of Rush than a lot of other bands.
Really?
Top 5, yes. Especially.
Top 5, okay.
Well, a lot of bands, because not saying every band, but a lot of bands. I just think they were consistently good throughout their whole career. This one, okay, so for a lot of these albums, it was terrible to try to find a placement for it because I didn't know where to put it. I moved everything a ton of times. Just even I think today I was just like, okay, this
Trying
is
to
where
figure out where you wanted everything.
Really like Counterparts. Really like that album. That is a much better, heavier release ever since they had Hold Your Fire and Roll the Bones, because this was released 2 years after Roll the Bones in '93. Animate is an awesome opening track. Stick It Out's fun, but the lyrics are a little cheesy. This is a little cheesy. I think, and I'm gonna look at. I think this is the last time I'm gonna look at my. Well, no, I got a couple more, but just looking at my notes for what songs are specifically stuck out, because I don't want to botch it right while we're on here. Between Sun and Moon's great. Alien Shore's awesome. Leave That Thing Alone is track 9, and that is a great instrumental track.
Track 9 out of 12?
11.
Oh, 11.
Yeah. Cold Fire and Everyday Glory kind of fizzled out a little bit for me on those last 2. Not bad, but I just think that when I heard Leave That Thing Alone, I'm like, they could have ended the album right there. Or put that as last. That is a great instrumental track, and it's short and sweet. But super heavy. It's only like 4 minutes and 6 seconds, I think is what this says. It's very short. Well, very short is, I guess, relative. In today's age, where songs can be like 45 seconds to a minute, and that's crap. Yeah. But anyway, really like this album. They finally got I don't know how well this sold, but they finally had a good, a great '90s album, I guess, in people's eyes. So that's the next one for me.
Oh, well, that's crazy because number 13 is actually
okay.
Also this one. Believe it or not, I think this is the only one that. Well, I don't know. I don't want to call it. I feel like this is the only one that we're going to have, like, close.
Yeah, because yours is one tick higher, technically, than mine.
Yeah.
But right next to it.
It's right next to each other. I feel like that's might be the only one. Who knows, though? But, yeah.
Probably.
Animate is a really great opener. But I did agree with you on those last 2. I didn't think they, really fizzled it out. But they
didn't make it a bad album, but they
definitely realized, I definitely see what you're saying. Like, they could have ended it on number 9.
Such a good song.
But yeah, it's overall just like a really great album. I listen to this one whenever I listen to rock music. I listen to all kinds of music. But lately I've been listening to a lot of country. But whenever I do listen to rock music, I'm either playing this album or Led Zeppelin 3 or another Rush album that I haven't got to yet. So I can't tell you all about that one yet.
Yeah, that's another thing. I don't like country music.
Really?
Yeah, I am a weird Southerner that does not like country music.
I will say there's a lot of really
crap,
really corny country music, but there's a lot of good. There's a lot of great ones from other artists. I really like slow country, so it's something that's really relaxing.
Yeah.
There's other ones that are really fast and they got rappers in them and stuff like that.
No, why
that's not it.
Pop music? Okay, so there's some country music I like.
Yeah.
But it has to be very specific, and it's usually way old artists.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like country that has pop and rap in it. That's not how it should be.
A lot of my
you make
taste
something
is older.
go from bad to worse.
It's gonna be a lot of my taste is gonna be older artists.
Yeah.
Just because it was better back then. But I was way off topic. But Counterparts, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I knew that. Counterparts, number 13. I actually didn't know that, but I didn't want to look embarrassed and say the wrong name.
So now I'm gonna break everyone's heart on this one because this bad boy is next. You gonna walk out now? You can't. Just staring at the camera for, dude. She's like,
expressing my feelings.
I'm so angry. Anthem kicks off. the album. What a killer opener that is. Yeah, I'm trying to think. By Torn the Snow Dog. I'll see what your thoughts are on that one later. Really like that song. Fly By Night. Between that and Anthem is hard.
Really?
Making Memories good. Rivendell and In the End.
So would you
Really
say like
great ways to end the album. What's up?
would you say like Anthem is your favorite song out of that one, and then Fly By Night?
Yeah, it's so
Or
hard
to
because
tell?
it's hard to tell. Like the top songs on here are just so
They're really
freaking good.
There are a lot of great songs on that one.
It pained me a lot to put it this low.
Really?
Honestly. Yes, I did not want to put it this low.
Hey.
Such a good album, man.
13 is not.
It's not bad,
Yeah.
but like
I mean, out of 19, I guess you'd think about it that way.
I'm just
but-
kind of annoyed that it fell so low because like
Yeah.
it's so good. That's a great album cover, by the way.
That is.
That
it's
is.
Really,
You can tell they were Tolkien, inspired by the works of Tolkien.
yeah.
Because like that's Lord of the Rings is Rivendell, and then that album cover right there.
Is it spelled the same too and everything?
Yeah,
Oh, look at that.
yeah.
Huh. That is.
Had a weird glitch there. That was
A little
odd
weird.
with the camera, but anyway, back to what I was saying. I guess just finishing up. Really like this album. I wish I didn't put it this low, but I just like everything else just either a touch or a little bit more. So when I'm getting to this point, like I don't know, like it's so hard to figure out.
Yeah.
Like when I even looking at this list, I'm like, I don't know. You're just like, would it be here in a couple years from now? Probably not.
Yeah.
But that's where it is for now.
Really hard to tell, but some of them just gotta fall somewhere.
Yeah, especially that one hurt me a lot.
Yeah.
Digging through the CDs because we're.
I was looking at them like while you were going, but I
Yeah.
didn't do that this time. So I'm trying to find.
You might want to, yeah.
Oh, there it is. What?
All right. So for the
Wait,
people out
bad
there,
pick.
just before you scream in anger at my pick, please don't scream in anger at this one.
Moving pictures. Ooh, wait, hold on. There we go.
I probably
Perfect.
I probably should have taken the half price book sticker off, but
yeah.
yeah, just leave it on for now. It's kind of cool because I can remember. I have good memories with that. But anyway,
Yeah.
moving on.
Number
Your
12.
pick.
Not bad. That's almost in the middle. Number 11 would
Yeah, a little lower. but
11 would be more like the middle.
a little
11
bit closer.
10.
11, 10.
But it was a good album. Like I said, like these middle ones are all gonna be like they're really hard to tell, like hard to put them. There's not like a defining like difference that really makes them go up from each other. They're all really great. How do you say that one? Because
Why was he?
YYZ, they just say it like that.
Yep.
I really like that one. Maybe an unpopular opinion, but this is probably one of the only intros to a song or to an album that I didn't like. Tom Sawyer. But
You're not alone,
okay, really.
actually, and I'll explain why later.
But I liked almost all of the intros to each of these albums, but this is probably the one that I didn't like the most.
Of the earlier period.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they were all good songs. That's why it's on 12. This is probably just the only. I have one song on here that I don't like, and the rest of them I didn't have songs that I didn't like. I just had songs that I liked more. But this is the only album so far of like a song that I actually did not like. But the other songs like YYZ, I like those, and that's why it's in 12 and not 19. Because if I had two songs that I didn't like, this is going straight to 19. But yeah, Moving Pictures. The album cover is actually pretty cool.
Man, if you put that at number 19, I would have got. Yeah, I'm already gonna get kicked off YouTube for my picks, and now you would have gotten me big time kicked off if you put that at number 19, and I would have had to end the video automatically.
But
that
yeah, the album cover is actually really cool.
It's really
I'm not
cool.
judging by the album cover, but I like to admire them. It's literally guys moving around pictures.
Yeah, it's so cool.
I mean, it's pretty clever.
It's awesome.
But that's my number 12.
All right, so now that everybody's clicked off this video, it doesn't matter what my picks are next. Actually, probably people clicked off of when I put Fly By Night down there, but so I did Fly By Night. This one has a special place in my heart, and I had it up higher actually not too long ago. Vapor Trails. There are two mixes of this album. There's the original, which people hate, and I don't mind. I don't think it sounds as terrible. It's a little muddy and murky. There's a 2013 remix they did, and it's apparently like it's
That's
better.
The one I listened to both of them, and I kind of see what you're saying.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really mind it, honestly. I think it works for this. This was a tumultuous time for the band, especially the drummer. He lost his wife and daughter within the span of, I think, a couple years, and they weren't even sure if he would come back. So they did come back with this album, and so One Little Victory opens it up. Great song. Love that opening track. Ceiling Unlimited is good. Ghost Rider's got a great chorus. Vapor Trail title track's good. Earthshine's my favorite song on the album. That sounds great live too. It's on, I believe, this album, because I got a couple live albums
the
just
title
sitting
track
right
is
here.
pretty good on that.
Yeah, it's really good. I think it's on it's on this one. Russian Real, great live album. Listen to that if you haven't. Sweet Miracle's great. Out of the Cradle's a good final track. It's got good memories of the time when I was dating my now wife. And this is the first album I was playing, and she actually likes the band.
Really?
So, I don't think she's going to go out and necessarily play it by herself, maybe. But, like, if I were to play this, and this was the first album I played and showed to her.
Does she like the other bands that we've, like Black Sabbath?
No, she's not. No. She doesn't like, I mean...
She doesn't like rock?
Zeppelin she'd probably be okay with. Sabbath maybe not. She doesn't like heavy metal, which is fine. Like, everybody likes their own thing, but this is a little bit softer on the ears.
Yeah,
it's more accessible.
It definitely is.
The other ones. That is my next pick.
Number 12.
Yes,
Number 12.
Love this album. I don't have the 2013 remix yet. I really should get that on CD or vinyl. It's cheap on vinyl, actually.
It's really good.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. These we haven't ranked yet.
No.
I've ranked these. Is that just like the rest of them?
So, yeah, I guess.
Are those included?
No, those are live albums. I just have them to kind of show them off. But like,
so it's just these right here.
And those in your hand.
Yeah.
So
I already ranked
bear with
these,
us, folks.
Then,
we're trying to shuffle through this a little bit more difficult. I had a bit more organized the last two videos, but this was a little bit more difficult. It's kind of been postponed here and there, and trying to get this done has not been as easy. So now that Landon's killed my video twice now, did you actually find your CD, or did you? You had to find
no, because I got distracted after I killed the video for the second time.
Oh boy.
Where is it? Here it is.
Okay, that's not what I thought you were.
Power Windows. It's a cool album cover.
Oh yeah.
It's very artistic. I like it. I liked it better than what was the other one? Moving Pictures. But that's why it's at number 11. Obviously. Once again, the intro, the Big Money was good. Grand Design was good. Manhattan Project was good, but it wasn't as good as the rest of the ones, in my opinion. Okay, Benjamin, I get it. Unpopular opinion.
Actually, I don't know. That's my opinion later.
Your
on.
opinion.
Yeah,
okay,
I don't know if people love that song or not.
Marathon, I liked. And then Midtown Dreams.
Mm-hmm.
Mystic Rhythms was a...
Middletown Dreams. I was like, that doesn't sound right.
Okay, Middletown Dreams. And then Mystic Rhythms was a good way to end the album.
Oh, yeah.
But Marathon was a 6-minute song, and I liked it. It's one of those ones that you can play, and you don't gotta worry about it like ending super fast, like we were talking about. Like a lot of modern songs are just really, really short. But when you have like good songs like in Rush or Led Zeppelin or Black Sabbath, they'll have like that one song that's a lot longer. They're really good, and they're nice to enjoy, to listen to, because you know you got 6 minutes worth of a good song. I don't know. That's how I think about it.
Yeah.
But number 11, right there.
And I'm not gonna say that every song that's long is good. You're in progressive.
It's definitely really hit or miss for me.
Yeah. When it comes to Rush, I usually, actually, I think I like all their long songs for the most part. But when it comes to progressive music, I will usually either love it or I will be like, this is ridiculous. More on progressive music later on my channel, but my next choice, where's my Digipack CDs? I think they're over here. I don't like Digipacks very much, but you can't really find them on. They fall apart so easily. Snakes and Arrows had this lower, and I know people have this lower, and I just fell in love with it, especially side A and the last few tracks. Far Cry opens it up so well. Armor and Sword is the best song in the album, in my opinion. That
what number is that again?
Number 2. I listened to that nonstop.
Did you like the intro to it?
Oh, yes. What, Far Cry? Oh yeah, that's a great way to open an album.
It's got 1-2 banger.
Working Them Angels, a great sing-along track. The Main Monkey Business, great instrumental track. Another great instrumental from them. Way the Wind Blows is good. We Hold On, great closing track. Bravest Face, Hope. I could list all the songs on this album, honestly. Like it surprised me how much I liked it. And I know a lot of people don't necessarily love it, but like I really thought it wasn't that bad. I like the CD on here. It's pretty cool. But yeah.
Oh, that is pretty cool.
Yeah. That's why I like physical media because every time all the main Spotify, Apple, all that stuff, they pull freaking music down by all these artists, and well, we have the stuff in physical form. So that's my number 11.
11, yeah.
Snakes and Arrows. It's a great live album too. Snakes and Arrows live is good. I don't have it, I don't think. At least not here with me.
It's called
Vapor Trails. The one I
Vapor Trails. That was your number 13?
12.
12.
Yeah, it was the one before.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Well, because we've had some mishaps ever since.
That's true. That's why I just a little bit longer.
Right.
I like the One Little Victory, the opening track, and then I liked the title track. That's what it's called. I keep forgetting. Title track, and then Out of the Cradle is a great way to end it, in my opinion. And then Sweet Miracle. I liked a lot of the songs. If I had to pick a least favorite, it might be, where is it?
It's another dark cover, so it's hard to say it.
Yeah, The Stars Look Down. I liked all the songs, but like I'm saying, I don't hate any of the songs on here. But if I had to pick a least favorite out of all of them, like if I had to listen to all the songs, that'd probably be the one that I would probably skip over. But yeah, Vapor Trails is my number 10.
Yeah, we're in the top 10, folks.
Yeah.
This one barely made it. Clockwork Angels, final album.
If I'm being honest, I thought that one was going to be a lot higher for you. A lot higher, like... I thought you were going to put it at like 17 or 16, honestly. But...
Oh, you mean in my least favorite?
Yeah.
Oh,
I thought you were gonna put it lower, I guess you could say.
No, I thought it was a great way to end their
Really?
discography. But he passed away, I think, only a few years after that, the drummer. Because they did this album, they did their farewell tour, then he passed on. I don't remember how long after. Was it 2018 when he did? Anyway.
When did they do the farewell?
After this album.
Okay.
So 2013.
Okay.
They did R40 and the Clockwork Angels tour, and then R40's Rush 4 years, and then a couple years later he passed away from cancer, unfortunately. Caravan's a great way to open it. I don't like picking this apart because it is a concept album, but BU2B, probably my favorite on the album. Seven Cities of Gold's good. The Garden's a great way to end it. Final Rush song, really like the way it ends. I don't really have much.
I guess I never thought about it that way. their last album, their last
Right.
song. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, it is a really great way to end. I think it's their last song.
Yeah, I really like this album. I think I liked it a little more when I heard it the first time, but honestly, probably if I hear it on and off, it probably just bounce on the rankings anyway. So that's where it did make top 10 though, for sure today, and I am glad it made it. So your number 9 is up.
Scared me. Number 9. It was.
Well, that.
I'm looking at the names because I have them all. I really need to write this down. I know.
Yeah, we've done 3 lists, and I've told him to write it down every time, and he still hasn't written it down.
My number 9 is Permanent Waves.
Oh yeah.
It's not a bad album cover, but
It's got more layers to it if you pick it apart.
Really?
Yeah, I keep finding new stuff on it all the time.
The Spirit of Radio.
Oh.
Great opener.
Yeah.
And then Natural Science. It's a 9-minute song. I don't know about a lot of people, but I really liked the first half rather than the last half.
Of that song?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of that ending. I thought if they took the first half and just ended it right there, I feel like that would have been a really great ending. And then Jacob's Ladder I like, and then Free Will. I mean, it's a really short album.
Yeah, it's real short.
I mean, there's only 6 songs, but I mean, majority of them are really great. I like all the songs on here. I don't think if I was playing this album, I don't think there would have been one that I skipped. I like all the songs in this album. I mean, that's why it's number 9 for a reason.
Yeah.
But yeah, number 9 is, there it goes, Permanent Waves.
This one fell for me. Do I want to leave that one there? Ooh, that's tough. No, I'm actually going to make a switch last second here if I can find it. And now people are going to be like, so you were... Yeah, 2112.
Is your number 9?
Yes. I had another one a little lower. Oh, wait, I already showed this album, I guess. But, yeah, I do like the opening track. I like that you can break it down and it's its own story, and even though it's one giant song, like, I really like the way they broke it down. But Apaches of Bangkok is my favorite song in the album.
Really?
Yep. Twilight Zone's awesome. Something for Nothing's a great way to close the track. Lessons and Tears are both good. But, yeah, I like 2112. But I actually had it one higher. I'm like, I can't do it.
Like it was even number 8?
Yeah, I can't quite do it, though, because of the next album.
Really?
Yeah. We ranked that, so can put it somewhere where it's not going to cause trouble. Okay, so that one actually, I'm surprised that one actually made it high on our list.
Number 8. Yeah, number 8, Snakes and Arrows. I'm surprised, too.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I'm not that surprised now that I'm thinking about it. I thought it was going to be more in the middle area, and
Fair.
I guess it is.
We're top 10, though. Well, I guess we are number 9, so we're...
Yours was 11?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty close. A lot like Benjamin was saying. Really great overall. Oh, that's actually a pretty cool back.
It really is.
The designs on all this is actually really cool.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give them that. Far Cry is a great way to open it up. And then, did you say you liked We Hold On as the ending? The closer?
Yeah. Is that your favorite?
No, it wasn't my favorite. I liked Far Cry more, but We Hold On was definitely a close second. And then everything just in between is really great. The largest bowl, though, if I had to pick a least favorite, that'd probably be it. I don't know if that's a popular or unpopular opinion. That's my opinion, though, and that's the whole point of this video.
Right.
But, yeah, I mean, it's got a great intro and then an ending. And then everything else in the album, it's really great.
Yeah.
That's why it's my number 8. Snakes and Arrows.
Great album.
There it goes. That one glares off a lot.
I switched 2112 with Caress of Steel.
Okay.
Because the last two... I love Bastille Day to open it up. I think I'm Going Bald is kind of fun. Lakeside Park is good,
Mhm.
but it's side B where it's at for me. Because the Necromancer and the Fountain of Lamneth are incredible songs. I love the instrumentation. I can't believe this album was panned. Like, people did not buy this thing.
Really?
They did not like this album.
That's number 5? Or is it
No,
like,
this is their third album. This is the album I was saying,
okay.
like, they released 2112, Save the
Mhm.
Man's Groove. This is the one that almost got them shut down.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why. Love this album.
And then you said 2112 saved them.
Yeah.
Um,
I think for me, well, for the band, time has been kind to this album. A lot of people are really liking this one. Now more than they did back then. But I think just what a great album. I can't say much more about it. I just think the instrumentation, especially on those last 2 songs, really showed what they can do. Not necessarily the peak of what they could do, but it showed how great of just musicians they are. That is my number 8, and yours is not this one because you're looking for a CD.
what are those over there?
We've ranked these because that's 2112 and Clockwork Angels and a couple live albums, and you're still looking for your next one because we've done this,
Did this
ones we haven't done.
Oh, there's doubles. That makes sense. The permanent
Doubles.
permanent
Oh
wave,
yeah, I'm
doubles.
sorry. There's
No, you're good. That's just confusing me there for a second.
yeah, that's fair.
I already ranked that one.
Yeah, you did that one.
Are you sure this is all?
Yeah,
I haven't ranked this one though.
Is that?
No, I did.
Yeah,
I
you
did.
definitely
I
ranked.
did this one, and then
You did that one.
wait.
This is why he needs to write these down. Which one?
Oh no, never mind. We're good. Don't worry.
I'm not, and I am at the same time.
No, we're good.
Oh, that one did sneak up here, did it?
Test for Echo.
Oh,
Number
very cool.
7.
yeah, very cool.
I like it. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
You ranked it as your like number 13?
No, that one was 18 for me.
Really?
Yeah, it was low.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Stuff fell to the bottom.
Well, yeah. I mean, I really liked it. I really liked the opening and the ending to both of these.
Finally, someone ranked this one higher.
But do you think that's like a popular opinion that you ranked it?
Usually people
lower?
rank it lower on their lists. So like kind of what I did. But it's cool to see that you actually put it higher.
Yeah. But I think that what really gets this above
All the rest.
my number 8 and 9 is definitely the opening. I like number 8 and 9. I loved the opening, but I love this one a lot more than the other ones. That's why it's above. So like all the in between songs they're pretty good. I like them. Just that opening, I play that song a lot on repeat. And it's also the title track too. I just realized that.
Yes.
That's pretty cool. But yeah, if I had to pick a favorite, it'd be Desperate Echo, and then if I had to pick a least favorite, I think Totem.
Yeah.
That'd probably be mine. But I like Dog Years too. The Dog Years was good. Limbo was good. Driven, and then also, obviously, Carve Away the Stone. That's the last one, but that's the ending. But yeah, that's why it's my number 7. I really enjoyed this album. Very pleasing to the ears, in my opinion.
I like that you ranked that one higher. That one, I think, in a lot of ways is underrated. Even though I did rank it at number 18, I think a lot of it is. I'm glad someone actually put it higher.
Mm-hmm.
I did not like this album at first, except for one song. And then when I heard it again, I've listened to it multiple times. I didn't really like it for some reason. And then it finally clicked when I heard it again. Farewell to Kings, the title track, blew my mind.
What number is the title track?
The
opening one.
It opens up the album, and it is I love that chorus. Love the whole song, but that chorus is awesome. Xanadu's good. I don't like it as much as a lot of people.
Was that okay? So was the opening? Was that the song that you really liked
That helped me.
and then you listen to it again, and then you realize there was a lot more.
I think I liked
songs.
Farewell to King, like the song before, but I didn't care for the rest of the album.
Okay, and then once you listen to it again, you started to...
Yeah, I was like, okay, well, I don't know why I didn't like it as much. Xanadu, I don't like as much as a lot of people do. That
Really?
I know people find the masterpiece on this album. I don't find it the masterpiece on this album. For some reason, it doesn't click with me as much yet. I still really like it, but I don't love it as much as some people do. The light is gonna get to me, I think. Closer to the Heart, that's awesome song. Love that song. Cinderella Man, Madrigal's not bad. Cygnus X1 closes the album. That is an awesome long song. That to me is if we're gonna go by long track masterpiece, that to me is the long track masterpiece, because it actually goes into that's not my next pick, but Cygnus X1 Book 1 and Cygnus X1 Book 2, they literally the last song off this album
It's the first song.
is the first song. Well, it leads into the sequel because it's Cygnus X1 Book 2.
Okay.
Is the first song on Hemispheres. So, yeah, the favorite song is Farewell to Kings, but I think it closes so well. I think, Farewell to Kings. That's the next one.
That was your number 6 or 7?
7.
Okay,
You're
perfect.
number
Now I'm
6.
on number 6.
Oh, thank God you ranked that one high.
Grace Under Pressure. I like I liked 2 songs in this one that were really great. The opening, Distant Early Warning, and then Kids Gloves. I don't know if people like Kids Gloves, but I actually really liked it.
What's the song on that?
That's number 6.
I think Red Lenses is the one people don't care
Really?
for. Or it's... I don't remember. More on that later.
But Between the Wheels... it's probably my least favorite song.
The last song?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's probably my least favorite on this album. But, I mean, the rest I really liked. The Enemy Within, and then, Red Sector A. All of them were really great. Just like, if I had to pick a least favorite, I'm picking favorites and then least favorite. Kid Gloves, and then Between the Wheels. So, Kids Gloves, favorite song, and then Between the Wheels, least favorite song. But it's got a really, really great, I don't know if variety is the right word, but I don't know.
The instrumentation is there.
Yeah. But that's why that other one, the red one, what was it called again?
The red one is literally what people call it.
The red one. That just
it's
didn't
not
have the
album
variety at all.
but it's I literally forgot the name of it all of a sudden. Hold Your Fire.
That's right. Hold Your Fire. Yeah. But that just didn't have a lot of variety. This one had a lot of... The instrumental variety on a lot of these Rush albums are just really great. They all tie together really well, which is really great, because a lot of modern music, they have just 1 or 2 instruments that they're using.
Yeah, it all sounds the same after a while.
Yeah, exactly. But when you have such just a variety of different instruments and almost all these albums, that's how you know that's a really, really great band.
Right.
So Grace Under Pressure is going to be you can barely see it. Grace Under Pressure is going to be my number 6.
Yeah, we're recording this at sundown, so it's playing weirdly on our, just the whole look here.
The lighting's a little off.
Yeah. Number 6. 6.
Yeah.
Well, I knew that
That's
album was
probably-
back here, actually. There it is. Permanent Waves. Spirit of Radio kicks off. You ranked it high yourself. Spirit of Radio kicks off. Wow. What an opening track. I think you said that too. But
I did say it, yeah.
I don't care. Free Will's probably my favorite, though.
Really? That is actually a really great one.
I don't know. First or second one is for me. Maybe Free Will by a little bit right now, but Jacob's Ladder I like. Entreno, I think is how you say it. I really like that. Different Strings is fun. Natural Science closes off. Great closer. Yeah, I'll listen to every track. I don't care. Yeah, I don't have any more to say about it that he didn't already. Why is the glare so... Oh, it doesn't have the... Okay, yeah, it's hard to see it because of the red there in the glare.
And you can see it right there too.
Permanent
It's
Wave.
black and white too.
People
so
don't know what this is. Look it up, for goodness sake. We have
Um,
the internet at our disposal.
number 5. Farewell to the Kings. You ranked this one
Not much
number
lower, 7.
7. Yeah. Like I said, the opening title track, really great song. I definitely can see why you said that was like when you first listened to it, that was the only song that you liked.
Yeah.
At first, I can definitely see why that is. It's a really great song. I listened to most of these. I listened to most of these twice, almost every album except
Good.
except Hold Your Fire. That one I only listened to once. That's why
Yeah.
it was so high. That was why it was so high up. But I listened to this one 4 times.
Yeah,
actually.
that's fair.
It's a really great album.
Yeah. And we are not alone.
What number are we on again?
You are on number 5.
Yeah. Had to make sure that I wasn't. But I really did say. How do you say?
Cygnus?
Cygnus. The 1 and then the 2. They just go hand in hand.
Yeah.
It's a really great ending for this album, and then the opening's really great, and then every song in between is really good. So obviously, Farewell to the King is going to be my favorite song, and then Cygnus is going to be my second favorite. But in between all of those, I really liked, where did it go? Closer to the Heart. But every song was really great. It was just really great. I really liked this album. It all pieced together really well, especially with that ending going into Hemisphere.
Yeah.
That
Great
just,
cliffhanger.
It all really works together. They were really like working hard on this. You can tell that they really put a lot of time and effort into these albums. So I mean, that's why A Farewell to the King is my number 5.
My number 5 is your least favorite. Yes, sir. Where in the heck there it went? It can't bury it for me. This is the second album I ever owned from this band.
Really?
I asked for it for, I believe, my birthday, from the time frame that I remember. Signals is the album. Man, that glare is horrible.
Well, that's also like a white album. Most of it is
Yeah,
white.
and it's got the track listing. Look it up, people. But anyway, so I hadn't heard this album at all. I was like, okay, I'll just start. Like, when I got into Rush, I'm like, okay, I have this out. The first album I bought from them.
Mhm.
And I want more. So I kind of got a wish list. This one came for my birthday. And I heard Subdivisions, first song in the album. That is my favorite Rush song of all time.
Really?
Yes. And that blew my mind. And the rest of the album fell short for me. And I didn't remember the rest of it. So, re-listening to it later on, after I stopped listening to that song every single frickin' day, and every single hit replay, then songs like The Analog Kid showed up. Great song. Chemistry's awesome. Digital Man. New World Man. Countdown is a great closing song. And why you have it your least favorite, everybody hears everything different. But this one is not just for nostalgia for me. I just genuinely like the songs, and of course Subdivision being my favorite Rush song, the rest not falling flat after anymore. That has to be pretty high for me, number 5.
Good. My number 4.
Yeah, you scared me when we were talking about this earlier.
Really?
Yes, because I thought you were gonna have that last.
I told you it wasn't gonna be. I told you it wasn't gonna be. You weren't gonna expect it.
No, but I thought you were gonna have it last, and I was like, "Oh my goodness! If he puts
Really?
this last, I'm probably gonna get thrown off out of my house forever."
Number 4
And the internet.
is Hemispheres. It's Hemisphere or Hemispheres? Hemispheres, yeah. Like it goes from A Farewell to the King to this, with the Cygnus being the opening track. Cygnus, Book 2, X1, Book 2.
Mm-hmm.
And they just really go hand in hand together. This one's gonna be farther up because I really like the. Sorry, this one's gonna be number 4 versus number 5, rather than number 5 because of the ending. The ending track is really good, and that's really what changed A Farewell to the King. Like, these were like hand in hand. So these two were hand in hand, but just from the ending from this one, got that number 4 spot over the number 5. But also, I don't know if everyone likes it, but Prelude, I like that song.
Prelude?
Yeah, right there.
No. You're on. So
hold on. The second song.
Yeah. So okay, the second song is Circumstances. Actually, so this whole thing is the Cygnus X1 Book 2.
They're all pieced together.
Right. So you like a certain piece of that song the most?
Yeah, or? I guess so. They were okay. Then that's the part that confused me. Confused me. I think on Spotify these are all separated, but the other one that I was talking about wasn't separated.
I don't use Spotify, folks. So.
I think it was like the number 16 one or whatever. It was all like they were like that. 2112. Those weren't separated.
And this
one was. But I guess you could say that the prelude part of this one I like the most.
Yeah, that's fair.
But Circumstances is also really good, and then The Trees.
That's a clever song.
And then obviously the outro track for that one is just perfect.
La Via Strangiato.
Yeah. But yeah, that's my number 4, Hemispheres.
Wrong side, but it shows it on the back. Power Windows. Man, when I heard Big Money for the first time, that song did not stop playing. Grand Designs is great. I love the Manhattan Project. I know you didn't care for it, but love that song. Love the lyrics to it. Marathon, Middletown Dreams is great. Mystic Rhythms is a great closing track. It's so good. I heard that for the first time and I was like, oh my heavens, this is what a way to close the album. That's such a fun, unique way to end it. It doesn't sound like a lot of their other stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, really like that album. Can't say anything bad about it, honestly. I don't have a least favorite on this, I don't think.
Really?
No, I don't think so.
Like them all equally.
Yeah. Well,
what was your favorite one though?
Manhattan Project and then the Big Money.
Okay. I can see that for sure. My number 3 is gonna be. Oh gosh.
Drop these, dude.
Rush. The debut album. I really like this one. This was the last album that I listened to when I was listening to them all in order. Yeah. But I did listen to this one like more than twice. I listened to this one a lot actually, because it's Working Man. I thought it was The Working Man, but that is my favorite song. This one is the outro. That song constantly plays on my like recommended songs.
Yeah.
Because I'm weird. I don't really listen to playlists. Like when I listen to music on Spotify, I don't really listen to playlists. I play a song and then let the autoplay like pick my songs for me.
So you're letting it create a playlist of sorts.
Exactly, but it doesn't save as a playlist. It just goes on. But Working Man goes on there a lot because I listen to it so much. I really like all of them, honestly.
Working Man is such a standout track on that one.
Yeah, I mean, it's a really great debut album. I really liked how they just did the whole album. It really, I don't know, it reminded me of, reminds you of like a lot of rock bands, but it just feels different. I don't know how to describe it. It feels different because when I listen to this versus other rock bands like Led Zeppelin or Black Sabbath or AC/DC, when I listen to this one, I know it's Rush. Even though they kind of sound similar, like in a sense of like the style of it, I just know that it's Rush. I just can't pin down why, but
they have their sounds stamped on their albums somehow.
Really?
Like just I say that in kind of a, I don't know how to describe it that way, but basically their sound's unique to them. And that's how you just like, you hear it and you're like, that's Rush.
Yeah. But okay, yeah, that makes sense. I can see what you're saying, yeah. But yeah, number 3 debut album, Rush.
Number 3 actually has been my number 3. Top 3 are pretty much unmovable where they're at.
Really?
For me. But number 3 is Hemispheres. I still remember playing this album on a freaking repeat, the whole album, and when I got to La Villa Strangiato, that blew my mind.
Mm-hmm.
That is an instrumental. This album basically was the limit of what they could do musically.
Mm-hmm.
The instrumentation, just the sheer in-your-face nature of this album, it is just so powerful, and they pretty much they spent so much time in the studio recording this, and after they were done with it, they're like, never again. So they recorded Permanent Waves, which is kind of more backed off. It's not bad in that kind of way, but this,
not compared to that,
this was the limit of their capabilities at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And they just created a masterpiece. Wow, I should not do that. Yeah, I mean, what an incredible album. Kicks off Cygnus 1, Book 2. Amazing. A whole song. It's not a very long album in a lot of ways, but that's honestly kind of better.
It's got a lot of great songs.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of great songs.
Circumstances has to be my least favorite, but I still love that song. Like, something's got to fall at the bottom if I have to on this. But The Trees is so clever, and then, of course, La Villa Strangiato. That is an epic album.
Oh, yeah.
And the only reason it's not higher is because the other two
are just unmovable for you.
And even this one's unmovable in a lot of ways. Is my top 5 unmovable? Nah, top 3 is unmovable. Immovable.
All right.
Your number 2?
Number 2, Fly By Night.
The first album I gave to you.
That is the first album. Benjamin gave this to me for Christmas?
Yeah, it would have been Christmas. Yeah.
It wasn't around Christmas time, but it was like a little bit after.
It had to be
because
after.
We didn't see each other for a while.
Weird.
But yeah, I got gifted this album, exactly like this, like the CD, and my car is 2006, so it's still got like it's got a CD player in it. So I listened to this album a lot, and then of course, Anthem is an amazing way to open up this album. Sometimes when I'm playing the CD, I'll just skip it back to the first song every time. Just listen to that a lot of the time. I don't know. I just really like it. And then also like the title track, "Fly By Night," really great. And then In the End, really great way to end it off. And then By Toward the Snow Dog. I like that one, but that one was gonna be probably my least favorite.
Interesting.
Out of all of the songs, that one's one of the longer.
That's I think the longest on the album. It's over 8 minutes.
Yeah, it is.
I think it's
8 minutes 37 seconds.
Oh, it's definitely the longest. Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
It's
feel
my
like
least favorite. It's not like I don't like it. I do like it, but I don't know. It's just not compared to the rest of them. But when I think of Fly By Night, I think of Anthem, and then In the End. I think of those two songs, and then also Fly By Night, the title track. But a lot of the times when I think of Fly By Night, the first song that pops into my mind is Anthem. It's just a really great song. In my opinion, I think it's just hard. It's either, like, Anthem's a really great song, but A Farewell to the King is also a great song. I think those few songs are, like, probably my favorite out of, like, all the Rush songs.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, so like one of my favorite songs is in number 2, but there's a reason. There's a reason why it's in number 2 and not number 1.
Oh yeah.
But number 2, Fly By Night.
That album did not click with me on the first listen, Grace Under Pressure. The second listen, I could not stop listening to it.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know I don't know why it didn't click. Yeah, I can't even show you. It's the sun glare is
It was
so
just
bad.
white.
Yeah, anyway, you look it up. It's just a track listing. There isn't anything.
I showed them
special
before,
on the
so
thing.
they'll
Oh,
see
okay,
it.
that's good. Distant Early Warning, great opening. After Images, awesome. Red Sector A, that's a heartbreaking song.
Mm-hmm.
It is about the Holocaust. It's very deep lyrically, and it's probably my favorite on the album. The Enemy Within used to be, but I've listened to that one to death.
And you got tired of it?
I'm not tired of it per se, but like I think when I listen to the rest of the album, I'm like,
you had more options.
Yeah, Body Electric, Kid Gloves, Red Lead is my least favorite. Between the Wheels and Awesome Closer for me. But those first 6 songs and then the last one really hit the spot. The only reason this is not number 1, I will explain later. Actually,
so what was your favorite song on that one?
Red Sector A, I think, but that's so hard to choose.
Did you like the ending?
Oh,
the
yeah.
ending of Red Sector A, and then also just the ending of the album.
Did I like the ending of Red Sector A?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the second half of it. I say that because
the second half of Grace Under Pressure?
No, of Red Sector A, the whole the song itself. I say that because I like the second half of that song.
Oh yeah.
A lot more than the first half.
Oh yeah.
I don't know why that is, but I just really like the second half of the song.
Yeah, I like the whole thing. So yeah, definitely.
That's why I wasn't. That's why. Gosh, I can't talk. That's why it wasn't my favorite song on that album, just because of the first half. I didn't really like, but I can see why you like it.
Mm-hmm.
But
fair.
Yeah.
Everybody can listen to everything else.
All right, number 1.
Finally, someone ranks us number 1.
Number 1, Hold Your Fire. I'm just kidding.
No way is anyone gonna rank. I say that someone's gonna rank it.
Someone's
in the
gonna
comments
have
number
it.
1. That's my favorite Rush album.
Caress of Steel.
Good choice. Great choice.
That's my number 1. My number 1 would have been Fly By Night. I listened to this one a couple more times. When I first listened to this one, I think I was gonna put it somewhere in like the higher top 10. So it wasn't gonna be number 1. It was gonna be like maybe 7. But then I listened to it a couple more times. It was definitely great. Once again. So I guess I would say I liked every opening track except I forgot what it was now, but that one I didn't like the opening track to only one of the songs of the 19 albums. I really liked almost all the opening tracks to the rest of the 18 albums. And then also these are all, what do you call them again when they're like
they're kind of like
it's kind of all over the place.
The song's broken down into multiple different parts, so they have names for all that, even though it's under the one song umbrella. So it's just kind of the subsection of the song of sorts.
But then like the Necromancer I really liked.
Yeah.
And then Lakeside Park, and then the Fountain of Lamineth.
I think that's how you say it. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure that's how you say it.
And then Think I'm Going Bald. I mean, every song, all 5 of them, right? Yeah.
6. Aren't there 6? Oh no! I'm sorry.
5.
Yeah. I was thinking there was an extra check on there.
But I mean, all 5 of them are just, and they're 10 out of 10 songs for me. That's why it's number 1. And I don't think I had that with the rest of with Black Sabbath and Led Zeppelin. I don't think my number 1, they were all 10 out of 10 songs. But I think these were all 10 out of 10 songs for me. But obviously that opening track is just, that's my favorite out of that one. If I could rank it, I would rank it 11 out of 10. But I mean, that's the reason why that passed up Fly By Night, is because they were all just 10 out of 10 songs for me. Just the whole album. That's why it deserves the number 1 spot for me. Because I liked all the songs. There wasn't like a one that I liked the least. There's only one that I liked more than the rest. But I liked the rest of them all together equally. But yeah, I listen to this album now a lot after learning about it.
Yeah.
But yeah. Caress of Steel, number 1.
As I said, time has been kind to that album. Very kind to that album. And it deserves it. So for the last album, I heard the opening song. It was my first time listening to Rush. I heard it on the internet, on YouTube. I was like, I wonder if I can go find this album. So I went and found the album. Hadn't heard the rest of the album. Listened to it on the way home. Made me a fan instantly. title track you hate. It was Tom
Moving
Sawyer.
Pictures.
Heard Tom Sawyer for the first time. Blew my mind. Moving Pictures is my number one, and I had to avoid screaming and yelling at you when you put it at number 12 or 11 or whatever it was.
Wait, so did you like Tom Sawyer?
Oh yeah, I love that
Okay.
song. Honestly, okay, so another reason why I have a renewed love for that song, listen to the drums on that song. They are not simple. It is one of the hardest
On
drum
Moving
songs.
Pictures?
Yes, it is one of the hardest drum. Watch him or watch
A video of them
watch
doing
a
it?
video of yes.
Yeah.
And actually, we should probably do that after this. Honestly, we could if
Yeah,
you're
we
not gonna
could.
leave right
I do
away.
that.
Red Barchetta. Wow, that is such a cool song.
Mhm.
It's literally about the car. YYZ is great. Limelight is awesome. Side A used to be it for me, and
Really?
it still is. Side B is what I listen to the most now. The Camera Eye, longest song in the album. Amazing. Witch Hunt is so heavy and so cool.
Mm.
Very dark lyrically. Probably their darkest song, isn't it? I don't care. It's so awesome. Vital Signs led, honestly, really well into Grace Under Pressure because it has a kind of reggae feel a little
Mhm.
bit. But yeah, I heard this song, Tom Sawyer. Then I heard the rest of the album. The rest is history. Love this band. This is the very CD I bought. I wish I have it on vinyl, but I do not. Every song in here is a masterpiece. Although, you're not the only one that hates Tom Sawyer because they overplay it to death on the radio.
Really?
And I hate the fact they overplay that song to death on the radio because that song is better than just the radio-friendly material it is.
Mhm.
When you break down that song. So that is the most divisive ranking we've done by far.
It definitely is.
Because even when we did Sabbath, and even when we did Zeppelin was closest.
They definitely were. A lot of. We definitely had a lot that we agreed on that one.
Man.
Honestly, I'm surprised we agreed on a lot of these songs. I thought it was gonna be really.
Yeah, I was
opposites.
getting pretty bad for a second there. And even like when you did this, or when you put that at number 11 or 12, I was like, oh. It's like, great. I'm like, oh. When you put Signals there, I was like, oh no. Like, Signals at last? At least you didn't put this at last. Or
Yeah.
Hemispheres at last. Otherwise, I probably would have been like throwing you out of the house
Yeah.
right now. Because.
How old were you when you?
18,
18?
17, 16, 17 probably. Because this is a band that, like, yeah, I mean, didn't have to worry about bringing it home to my parents and being like, what is this? My dad doesn't care for the band.
Really?
But there's nothing about this band that, like, screams, why are you bringing this in the house?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Thanks for doing this.
Absolutely.
That was another tough catalog.
That was, but we had a lot that we agreed on.
Thank goodness, because it would have been bad.
I honestly am glad with a lot of my picks.
Yeah.
I will say, like, the last ones were. It sounds horrible, but the last ones were really easy for me. Like, Signals was a really easy pick for me. And it's not that I hated that song. I really liked all of them. But there's just. All the albums are really great.
Mhm.
And the hardest part for me was getting, like, 15.
Oh, yeah.
Like, number 15 through, like, maybe, I think, 7. That was the hardest for me to rank. Honestly, that took lots of listens. Like, lots of listening to of each of the albums multiple times. But
Actually, yeah, 15 through 7 for me as well.
really,
Yeah, maybe 8, but yeah, no, I had the same thing.
I mean, once you listen,
Agony.
like, especially Rush, like, once you listen to all the albums, you definitely know, like, what those, like, top 5 are going to be.
Oh, yeah.
But just the rest of them they're all great albums. That's why they're so hard to, like, rank them, but they got to go in their place somehow.
So tough.
But
Awesome band. Love it.
yeah,
I could listen to... Yeah, the top 3 just I couldn't move anywhere. Like, I was like, my number 3 can't go to number 2, my number 2 can't go to number 1. I have too much history with this album. and I love that album so much. Especially, I heard this one on vacation.
Really?
Yeah, we played this on the way into our honeymoon, actually.
Really?
Specifically, listened to this on the way to our cabin. And then number 3, where did it go? It was Hemispheres. But either way, I like just the sheer mastery of that album. It's over here somewhere, right? Surely.
Yeah, it's somewhere over there.
I mean, it's not like they haven't. There it is. Not like they haven't seen it. My surprise pick. Was there any album you were? Well, I don't know.
Surprised that you picked?
Yeah, probably Moving Pictures and Signals from where they're at. It's like
my surprise pick was honestly my surprise picks were Rush and Fly By Night. I mean, you put Rush at 16 and then Fly By Night at 13. I didn't think you were gonna put them. Don't get me wrong. I didn't think you were gonna put them at like top 5 or whatever. But honestly, I was just surprised that you put this, Rush at number 16, and then Fly By Night. I honestly thought Fly By Night was gonna be like your 10, and then maybe like Rush.
I know it kept falling.
I thought Rush was gonna be 13, honestly.
Yeah,
I didn't expect you to put them very high, but honestly, it surprised me how far you down, or how far you put them.
Especially sick Rush with Over Roll the Bones, because I was like, I know people don't like Roll the Bones. And Roll the Bones, I was surprised I liked as much as I did, but those first 3 tracks and then those tracks 8 and 9, man, I'm just like, oh, I can't put this album as low as I probably should. Because I know there are people that don't like that album. The 3 albums that a lot of people don't like are Hold Your Fire, Presto, and Roll the Bones. Mm-hmm. And they're not as guitar-driven, I think. When people don't put Hold Your Fire at the lowest spot, I don't know. It surprises me a little bit, I guess. Just from what I hear, I'm just like, there's too much synth in here. But everybody hears everything different, and maybe I'm the weird one. But I actually...
Everyone's got their own opinion.
Yeah, so before you guys kick us off of YouTube for our picks, because you're probably going to shred it. At least we didn't do it with some other bands, though. Like, some of the other bands in, like, the metal genre. Oh, my heavens. If you put, like... what everyone considers a favorite down below, you're basically like done. So we might be anyway, because
maybe
Rush fanatics are going to be like, oh, this is going to be bad. So thank you all so much for watching. Thank you again for co-hosting with me. I don't know what band we're going to do next, but we'll figure it out.
Hey, man, this is fun. And then depending on where you live, I mean, we live in the United States of America, so yeah, we do. But you're entitled to your own opinion. And you get to pick what songs you think are great. So I think that was really great. I really like doing this because I get to pick what songs I really like. And a lot of these bands I haven't heard all the way, so I get to really pick what I think is great and not what everyone else thinks is great.
Yeah.
But, I mean, that's the greatest part about videos like this.
Yeah. But you find something different, because
exactly.
You will not find a list that copies either of ours or anybody else on the internet, for that matter. There's 19 albums. To find a combination that's exactly the same as yours is pretty much going to be impossible. That's going to be the same for our Black Sabbath ranking, Led Zeppelin, maybe Zeppelin. They have less, but even probably not.
But still, I mean, it's really hard to find someone that likes exactly like what you like.
Yeah, and I made as much fun of him as I possibly could on this until he got to Moving Pictures, and then I think I was so shell-shocked I couldn't even...
couldn't talk anymore.
I was just like, oh, don't say anything or I'm going to give away my number 1 pick right off the bat, because if I threw you off of your chair and started yelling at you...
I wonder what your number 1 is.
Your number 1 is. But I wouldn't do that. But thank you again for coming on. Let's do this again. And to check out the rest of the channel, I had... one of my friends, another friend, Simon, he's got a YouTube channel, and I don't remember the name of it right off the top of my head. I'll link it in the comments below. I have it on the tip of my tongue, but I don't remember. This guy doesn't have a YouTube channel. Sorry, sir.
No. I got a YouTube account, but
not a channel. So, yeah, check all that out. Check the description below for Simon's channel. And with that, we will hopefully do this again.
For sure.
And I have picked, well, except for Zeppelin wasn't a huge discography, but I've picked 2 long discographies.
Like you have some already picked out?
No, I'm saying we already did. Really long.
Black Sabbath and then
Rush.
And then Rush.
And then Zeppelin was
lots of albums.
Like 8 or 9.
Lots of great albums, honestly. I think I really like this a lot more than Black Sabbath, honestly.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like they had a lot more equally amount of greatness on each of their albums.
Yeah, I think for me, because Sabbath is one of my favorites, and so is Zeppelin. I think the lows on Rush are much better than the lows on Zeppelin or Sabbath,
Yeah.
though. For sure.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, we got. I got a lot of CDs in the back, so got a lot of bands to rank. So got to indoctrinate this guy on all the things. So thank you again so much for watching, everybody, and we will see you in the next video. Bye bye.